people never ask this one question. What happens when hidden fat finally starts to break? Visceral fat wraps around your organs like a thief. It never pays rent and it never leaves quietly. The moment it dissolves, something extraordinary begins inside you. Scientists ignored this fat for years because it hides. Unlike skin fat, visceral fat sends constant hidden signals. When it disappears, your whole body starts to shift. The first changes appear where you'd never expect them. This breakdown doesn't begin with force or sudden change. It starts inside your cells, in tiny, quiet signals. Molecules hoarded for years finally get the release order. This is only the beginning of something much bigger. Keep watching because the real transformation happens next. Your body never burns visceral fat without a reason. It waits for a very specific internal trigger first. This trigger appears when your energy balance finally shifts. Suddenly, the body decides it's time to dig deeper. Visceral fat becomes the very first target chosen. Researchers say visceral fat reacts faster than skin fat. It sits closer to blood vessels and key hormones. Once triggered, your bloodstream turns into a busy highway. Multiple organs seem to receive the same exact message. The liver, pancreas, and muscles respond almost simultaneously together. This perfectly timed reaction is more than simple fat loss, and this stage is only the spark, not the fire. The real war between fat and body starts next. Inside your belly, a constant hormonal battle is happening. Cortisol, insulin, adiponectin, and other hormones argue non-stop. Sometimes they store fat, other times they release it. When visceral fat breaks down, this argument turns aggressive. You feel nothing, but inside, cells are shrinking rapidly. Fat cells surrender their stored contents into your blood. Inflammatory signals grow weaker, while fat-burning signals grow stronger. This creates temporary internal chaos before real balance returns. And what happens next inside your liver is even wilder. The very first sign of fat loss isn't visible. It shows up quietly inside your own bloodstream first. Fatty acids rise slightly, whispering that something has begun. These molecules travel fast, alerting your organs to respond. Your muscles, liver, and heart all sense this shift. You may feel completely normal, but your body has changed. A hidden internal event has already started unfolding quietly, and your liver is about to feel it first. The liver takes the very first direct hit here. Sitting close to visceral fat, it absorbs the impact instantly. At first, it struggles like a flooded, overworked factory, but then something remarkable begins happening inside this organ. The liver becomes more efficient at burning fat quickly. Enzymes increase, energy output rises, and metabolism recalibrates fully. Inflammation markers begin dropping as pressure finally eases off. The liver becomes lighter, stronger, and far more capable. And that leads straight into a massive inflammation shift. Visceral fat constantly releases sparks that fuel silent inflammation. As fat dissolves, those internal sparks slowly begin fading. The fire that once burned quietly starts calming down. This shift doesn't happen instantly. It comes in waves. First, inflammatory signals stop being released as often anymore. Then, your immune system slowly adjusts to a calmer state. Blood vessels relax, and communication between organs becomes clearer. Even your heart starts receiving smoother, calmer internal signals. Researchers often call this moment the turning of the tide. Next, your body starts releasing things trapped for years. Visceral fat behaves like a long-forgotten storage vault inside you. It holds toxins, old byproducts, and unwanted chemical residue. As fat breaks down, these substances re-enter your bloodstream.
It's like opening an old, dusty box in the attic. Your liver, kidneys, and lymph systems suddenly gain new tasks. They must filter and remove everything trapped for years. This creates a short period of internal readjustment sometimes. You may feel small shifts in mood or digestion briefly. Think of it as spring cleaning at a cellular level. Once stabilized, your body becomes noticeably lighter and cleaner. And that opens the door to deeper metabolic transformation ahead. As visceral fat melts, your metabolism becomes far smarter. Your body starts switching fuel sources with surprising ease. This flexibility often disappears once visceral fat builds up. Now, your body stops depending only on glucose alone. It alternates between fat and glucose whenever needed most. This brings steadier energy, fewer cravings, and better focus. Mitochondria, your cell's power generators, start working more efficiently. They produce cleaner energy while creating far less stress. And this upgrade doesn't stop with just visceral fat. It spreads outward, changing fat you can actually see. Suddenly, the body plays by entirely new metabolic rules. It becomes far more responsive to fat-burning signals overall. Fat under your skin starts reacting more aggressively too. Visceral fat had been blocking hormone signals for years. Once it melts, those old blockages finally disappear completely. Stubborn fat in your hips, thighs, and arms responds. Hormonal balance improves, and fat mobilization becomes much easier. You're not just losing fat, you're regaining lost metabolic flow. And next, your brain experiences a surprising personal transformation too. Visceral fat quietly disrupts brain function for years unnoticed. It affects hormones, inflammation, and blood sugar stability constantly. When it disappears, your brain finally receives real stability. Cleaner fuel reaches your brain as inflammation keeps dropping. This creates sharper focus, better mood, and stronger motivation. Tasks that once felt exhausting suddenly start feeling manageable again. Better mental clarity creates smarter daily decisions naturally. Smarter decisions accelerate metabolic improvements even further forward. This becomes an upward cycle scientists genuinely love discussing. If something here surprised you, comment which part shocked you. Your comment might even appear in a future video. Next, your gut becomes an unexpected beneficiary of this transformation. For years, inflammation from visceral fat disrupted your microbiome. Harmful bacteria thrive in inflamed, chaotic gut environments typically. As fat dissolves, your gut becomes calmer and healthier. Beneficial bacteria like bifidobacterium finally get room to grow. These microbes support digestion, immunity, and neurotransmitter production directly. Digestion becomes noticeably easier as this microbial shift continues. Your gut also communicates directly with your brain constantly. A healthier microbiome sends much cleaner signals to your nervous system. This improves mood, motivation, and long-term emotional stability greatly. And now your body prepares for something even bigger. Visceral fat loss dramatically reduces your risk of disease. It once disrupted insulin sensitivity and cholesterol regulation constantly. As fat shrinks, your body experiences enormous internal relief. Blood sugar regulation improves as inflammation stops interfering with insulin. This lowers diabetes risk and stabilizes daily energy levels. Your cardiovascular system benefits enormously from this internal shift. Blood vessels relax and cholesterol balance becomes far healthier. This significantly lowers your risk of heart disease long term. Next, your hormones finally begin working together in harmony. Adiponectin rises, boosting fat oxidation and glucose regulation strongly. Leptin sensitivity improves, helping your brain sense fullness correctly. Ghrelin stabilizes, preventing sudden hunger spikes throughout your day. These hormonal shifts create a powerful, self-sustaining feedback loop, and this leads directly into deep, essential internal repair. Without constant inflammation, your body reallocates energy toward healing.
Cellular regeneration increases as damaged cells get replaced faster. Autophagy improves, clearing cellular waste more efficiently than before. Muscles recover faster, skin improves, and organs function smoother. Inflammation keeps dropping, giving your organs real time to rest. Before the final stage, here's something worth understanding deeply. What happens if fasting continues until stored fat runs out? It connects perfectly with everything your body just experienced. Once repair completes, your body settles into new stability. Hormones communicate clearly, and inflammation remains consistently low. This new balance actively resists the return of visceral fat. Metabolic flexibility becomes your new normal moving forward permanently. Your body adjusts easily between different fuels and lifestyles. The most powerful shift, though, is entirely psychological. Once you understand this process, your daily choices change forever. You start noticing the link between lifestyle and long-term health. This awareness becomes stronger than any diet or workout plan. If this expanded your understanding, share it with someone else. Together, more people can understand what real transformation means.